So today finally came the day to turn this Dodge 69 Charger into a Supercharger. We've been thinking about this for a while already to do this. Purchase a 671 blower, two Edelbrock 600 carbs that are going to go on it. On top of that, some of the other accessories that go with the blower to install. But first, we're going to be removing some of the existing parts, like the intake manifold, um, the carburetor, some of the other smaller parts that go around it, the coil, the kickdown. Uh, I don't think the distributor we got to remove. We're gonna be removing the fan shroud, the fan. Maybe disconnect some of the pulleys, take the belts off, that sort of stuff. So first thing we're going to be installing after that is the intake manifold that it came with, which is that one, and the new gasket that it had.
No, está bien.
Cuidado, la mano. El intake. So the intake is now installed. It's bolted down, good to go. We still gotta get a replacement for the original kickdown cable, maybe in an aftermarket. But we got it bolted down good. One of the things that it, we got to do on this still is change the balancer on it. That'll be one of the next things we're gonna have to pull off this thing. But first, we're gonna put on the main jewelry here, the 671 blower. This is what's going on next. We're gonna mount that on now. It's a little heavy, but I got my wife to help me. She's gonna help me put it on. So now we install the gasket that goes in between the 671 blower and the intake. We put some studs in so it could hold it in place. No sealant required. That's what the instruction says. So we're gonna slap that on now. This thing is pretty damn heavy, and we might have a problem with the wiper motor in the back. We're gonna see how it fits though, but more than likely we're gonna have to remove that. Yeah, it's kind of hitting back there, so we had to take that out. The wiper motor. But I already looked into it. This thing was already shot. It wasn't working. It was locked up. So I ordered a delete plate from Detroit Steel that just goes right over the hole just to cover that up. That's what I'm gonna use for that. So we're just gonna go through the somewhat instructions and start putting this thing together. We need to pull that balancer out. So I need to get a tool for that. This balancer right here, this is the one the kit came with. Hopefully it fits. Now I'm installing the front part, the where the snout's gonna mount to. This has the grooves inside that the snout just slides right in to this part, but you gotta first bolt it down onto the blower and then attach the snout to it. This is the snout. That's when it's gonna go on there. That makes it spin. So that's what I'm gonna attach next. So this is the mechanical fuel pump I went with. That's the part number. It's for a big block Chrysler. It's 6 psi. It says no regular required, so that's why I decided to use this for this setup. I didn't want to go too big on it. I just wanted you know, get a more horsepower, get the supercharger look on there, make it look cooler than what it already looks like. So definitely, I went with this setup. Just remember when you put these things in, you make sure you lift up that little bar that hangs down before you install it in. And it's pretty easy to install, it just bolts right in. So I installed the fuel rail that goes to both carburetors and down to the fuel pump. That's good to go. I'm still gonna replace these older cables. They're not old. They're just I don't like the way they look. I'm gonna get better ones, some red ones probably. But of course, just like I said, ran into a problem. The balancer they gave me does not fit on my crank. The inside is it's a little too wide. Right when it goes in compared to the original one that's a little bit more open from the about an inch before it hits the key. So I'm gonna have to take that somewhere and have it shaved down just so I could reach the key to be able to get it in. So that's where I'm headed to here, to this machine shop that I found that's local. He's gonna shave it down a little bit from the inside for me, just so I could be able to get it on my crank enough so I could reach the key on my crank. This guy, pretty fair with his prices. Um, he did a good job, but now I have another problem because the key now it's too short, and I have to have that made a little deeper. And he doesn't do that, so I got to take that now to this other shop that's in some other place to make that a little deeper and make it fit. So there's always problems with these older cars, but we'll get it done. Finally got the balancer back. It fit like a glove. So I already put the belt on. I separate a little bit so it doesn't rub. But it looks like it's good to go. All the belts fit good. I did have to get one a little bit bigger than the original one that goes to the power steering pump. But other than that, I just need to tighten the idler arm and adjust it. But that looks like it's pretty close to being good to go. Esta va a ir abajo. ¿Lo alcanzas? But of course, like always, we sprung a fuel leak. So now we gotta find a bolt that was on the fuel rail that I stripped. We gotta find a replacement. Hopefully we can find something. So first we're gonna check Lowe's to see what they got. Hopefully they have it, but highly doubt it because it's kind of a. I know it's probably gonna be an odd size, but we'll see what they have. First, I need to check to see what size it is. Hopefully, I could find one of these little holes that will fit in. More likely, it's probably a metric size. So, yeah, looks like it's a M10-1.0. Which, funny that they have it on there, but they don't carry the bolt. So, on to the next store. So now we're probably gonna try probably an auto parts store, O'Reilly's, it's close by. We're gonna see what they have. Hopefully they might have something that'll fit. If not, we're gonna have to go on to the next one and see what else we can find. This is our truck, C71, Terrallendelife CA edition. This is our truck that we use to go camping with. So O'Reilly's is not looking good. They have some stuff to pick from, but nothing that fits. So on to the next store. So now we're at Home Depot, which if Lowe's doesn't have it, I'm pretty sure these are not gonna have it either. But we're just gonna try it out and see what we could find. If not, I'm gonna see with Plan B, see what else I can do, because it's Friday and it's getting kind of late. So the fuel leak was fixed, but it didn't leave me enough time to kind of tune the car and get it ready. The reason I wanted to get the car ready so quickly is I was going to bring it here with my other Charger to the Mopars in May show in Ontario, California, but didn't make it. But still had fun here. Some cool cars like this one, General Lee, that was on display here. Really cool car. Of course, I had to show off my car, at least one of them. Pretty warm day. We brought our own lunch here to eat. Some nice tostadas de ceviche. Really good. Uh, Good turnout. Now back to the 69 Supercharger.
Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night. Yeah.
This is the 1969 Dodge Supercharger that I built. Me and my wife. We put this thing together. I don't know if you guys seen other videos that we have on YouTube where we built the car. I picked the car up in Apple Valley off a gentleman that his father had passed away. He sold me the car. Wasn't running. You probably could see in some of the older videos how it looked. So on the car, as you can see, I painted the car the way it looks. Originally it was like a primer red. I added the stripe with the supercharger on there. I added the wing. I cleaned up and fixed the interior. Added the wheels, tires, Mastercraft. The wheels are 15 by 10s and 15 by 8.5s in the front. Me and my wife, we swapped out the engine. Originally it came with the 400. I don't think it was the original engine, but the engine block was cracked. So I picked up this 383 big block off some fireman in Norwalk that sold me the engine. Got it running, and we ended up installing the Supercharger 671 blower on it with two Edelbrock 600 carbs and a Edelbrock fuel pump that pushes 6 psi. The 69 Supercharger. You can see it a little bit better. Here at a car meet at a Harvest Church parking lot. Came to show off the '69 Supercharger. See what people think about it. Small group of cars that come here every Saturday to meet up. Still pretty cool. Some cool cars that show up. Yeah, claro.